Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. We are off to Wellington for today's daily challenge, where tunnels will require double road tiles, and we won't get any motorways. Oof. Oof, indeed. Sunflare Space was here first. Good morning, Sunny. Hi, Nora. Yes, you're exceedingly meowy today, aren't you? Such a meowy little orange baby. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're meowing about. I fed you. You have food, I assume. Did you eat all of your food? Here, come here. I'm going to scoop. I know no one can see you, but I need you to trust that I have successfully scooped the Nora, which unfortunately does mean that I'm playing the game left-handed. So there's that. Oh, yes. Okay, you can immediately tell that I'm playing the game left-handed because my road drawing was bad. Hi, Nora. Vasseur has redeemed a hydrate. Nora, do you know where the water is? Is there water in this leftover can of Coke Zero? Technically, yes. It's room temperature. Oh, that was such a bad idea. Oh. Hi, Nora. Hi. Okay, she climbed my arm and she's gone now. I suppose that was to be expected. Oh boy. Alright, this red house business place over here needs people coming to it. We'll come up here and over and around like so. Just like that. Sunflare Space asks if I have recovered from my 15-hour subathon. You can probably hear in the voice that it's a work in progress, let's say, the whole subathon recovery. I felt really good all throughout the, by the way, thank y'all so very much for the 15 hours of Final Subathon 7. It was a lot of fun. I felt really good all throughout. I even remarked on it at like the 13-hour mark that I was surprised I felt as good as I did. And then not so much the next day as immediately after it ended. Like, I always have, people talk about DM drop when you play D&D. I always have some level of just adrenaline drop when I'm done with a stream. It hit hard. Like, Sunflare Space was genuinely hurt, and that concludes the subathon, and then she went to bed. I went to bed not too long after the end of Final Subathon 7, and boys and friends, it hit pretty much immediately. Like, in bed, I was like, oh, I feel like shit. And then, well, as the subathon was going, it had started to snow here in New England, and it continued to snow pretty much all day yesterday. And you would think that the fact that it snowed all day yesterday would mean I did not exert, great physical labor or anything. You would be wrong, of course. Let me tell you a silly story about my apartment complex and capitalism. So, my apartment complex has a parking lot all around it, obviously, for the residents. Everybody gets a parking spot, and there are a handful of visitor spots. This is all standard, ordinary shit. And we the apartment complex, condo community, whatever, the place I live, we contract with some outside company to hire some dudes to come plow the driveway whenever it snows, right? And when the dudes are here, the dudes come after the storm. They do some basic maintenance during the storm, but for the most part, the dudes come after the storm, and when the storm is over, you have to move your car to get the fuck out of the way so that the plows can properly plow the driveway and they don't have to worry about slamming into somebody's car or something, right? So if your car's in the way, you get a fine in your next condo payment, okay? This is all, again, fairly basic shit for living in a condominium community, okay? So yesterday morning, around 9:30, good God, you can really hear it in my voice. I'm going to take 40 road tiles just to set me up on road for a while longer. So yesterday morning, around 9:30, I had just gotten up and I had played a game of Madden, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm feeling decent. Let's go do some work. Let's go clear off my car. I'm just going to go clear off my car because there had been like 4 or 5 inches of snow. I'm just going to go clear off my car, make it nice and easy for future me when I have to move my car. Now, of course, it is still actively snowing quite hard at this time, but it's preventative maintenance. It's better to clean off 6 inches of snow and then 3 inches of snow rather than like 9 inches of snow, was my thinking. So I bundle my fat ass up. I dig into a closet I haven't touched in 2 years. I pull out a hoodie I haven't worn in 4 years or something. We're going to draw this gray road right up here, by the way, because these grays are going to need to get up here. There's a lot of road sharing happening right now. This is just the way things are going to have to be. Give me another tunnel. You know what? I don't have to do this bit of road sharing right here. I think maybe this bit of road sharing right here is counter to my goals. So what we're going to do, actually, is this. We're going to draw this blue road up here. We're going to kill this blue road right here. All of these blues are going to continue. Maybe not this blue. This blue I think I may repurpose to go up that-ish way. But generally speaking, all of these blues are going to come up here, up to that. These blues here are going to slide themselves off that away. These greens, we're going to re-tunnelsition or something. Here. You're just going to boop like that, and then out like so, up here into there. Okay? Here at least we shall maintain the idea of one business, one road. So anyway. So I bundle my ass up. I put on a hoodie I haven't worn in years. I put on a jacket over the hoodie. I'm smart, and I put on 2 layers of gloves, one that's like dexterous and one that's just like bulky warmth. And I go outside and I trundle my ass down to the car, and I take my little snow brush and I take my little emergency shovel and I dig my fucking car out. And it's, it's tiring work. It's the first real movement I've done in a couple of days. It's like, oh, okay, this sucks. But hey, I get the job done, okay? I clear my car off. A neighbor friend of mine is very generous, has a much nicer shovel and a much younger, more athletic body. Just takes his big-ass shovel, digs out the front of my car, so no problem at all. There's a dark blue business and no dark blue houses. Oh, the dark blue houses are over here. That's bad. Oh, fine. We'll do this with them, and it's gonna suck, but it's what we gotta do. You come over to here, you go down that way. So my car's clear, and my car can get out of its parking spot, but I'm not going to go move my car or anything, because when we move our cars, we have to park on the side of the street, okay? And if we park on the side of the street now, we're going to get fucking buried in snow on the side of the street, which is a thing that's happened to me before because I'm stupid. But if we park on the side of the street now, obviously, it's still fucking snowing. We're going to get buried on the side of the street. That would be a bad thing to do. So I'm not going to move my car now or anything, but still, I've cleaned off my car. Everything's great. So I talk with the neighbor friend for a while, and I say, hey, maybe I'll see you in a few hours when we're actually digging out from this. And he goes, yeah, whatever, and I go, yeah, whatever, and off we go. Back to our lives. What am I going to do about this situation here? Because I want to get these 2 greens involved, largely because, well, I don't want to have to deal with this bullshit. This bullshit here feels kind of bullshit, but, okay. I don't have another tunnel to share with these greens, and I can't really make one, so fuck. I guess what we're gonna have to do is change the dispersal place of these greenhouses here. These greenhouses here are actually gonna come like this. They're going to go boop, boop, boop. They're going to slide in to boop up over here. And then, when we get out of here, we'll make this little annoyingly expensive tunnel, come up this way, and we'll put a traffic light right here. Coffee Cafe says if this plays out anything like it did for them, I am going to get a lot of left green businesses with right green houses. Well, you know, left green businesses, right green houses. Oh boy. Also, hey, yellows. Joy. So happy to have more yellows. Fortunately, just for some definitions of fortunately, there is this situation. This situation does exist. Hey, you know what? Let's, instead of doing that, do this with these greens. They can go off that away. This can go down here. This can be a perfectly fine traffic light. Hooray for perfectly fine traffic lights. So I say my goodbyes to my neighbor friend, and I go back up to my apartment, and I start the long and arduous process of taking off the mountain of wet, soggy clothing I have assembled on my personage. The hoodie I haven't worn in 4 years goes in the washing machine to be washed. The sweater I was wearing under that goes in the washing machine. I'm going to take a bridge right here because more bridge, more better. This yellow can get attached to this road. And all of the shit that I'm wearing goes in the washing machine to be cleaned or whatever. These greens are going to do this thing. Boop up to here. That is going to free up all of this lovely green real estate. And we will replace their presence on this road by doing this stupid, terrible thing. Voop and voop. You have become a third green to go off and voop. Doot, and doot, and doot, and doot. All the greens here, all the fuck you. Fuck you, you green dipsticks. What is the point of you? Okay, I mean, I know I've turned down a roundabout at one point or another today. A roundabout would go down nice and smooth right here. Could just roundabout up to here and over to there and Okay, well, for one thing, we don't have to have these blues interact with these greens in any manner whatsoever. We don't actually need to do that. Next, I suppose, we can do this silly thing. This silly thing can be done in this silly manner. What if we murder that tunnel, come up here, draw this road up to here. Then we have a traffic light here that goes there, and then another one. Now, granted, I don't have this many traffic lights, but actually from there, we don't actually need... If we traffic light here, traffic light there, you go this way, you don't actually need that tunnel, do you? Hey, how about that? Okay. This creates an awful green road bucket, but you know what? I just saved myself a tunnel, which is something. You know what else is something? I really need to... Well, first of all, these yellows have spawned in a convenient location. We really need to get more red going for this red circle. This right here. Also, yeah, Coffee Cafe notes that this top left yellow doesn't actually have to share this road. I've just been lazy with it, really. Here, let's do something better for all of our dark blue friends. All of our dark blue friends can just go one teensy tile further northerly. Now, if we do go one teensy tile further northerly, we're gonna run out of road here right quick, but it's gonna be basically fine. Here, give me a whole bunch of road back. Everything's gonna be... Oh my god, stop spawning greens. Oh my god. Stop with the green spawns, would ya? How rich do you think I am? I can't control the flow of green traffic. I'm not Alan Greenspawn or anything. It's a Federal Reserve joke. It's the kind of thing. Anyway, give me a roundabout. It seems like a good thing to have. How on earth am I going to get these reds? If we kill this path here, we're already killing this road, so we can kill it further, bring this single solitary red down this way. Let's pretend that's gonna save this business, actually. Once that saves this business, actually, we can come up here and do that. The dark blues are going that away, which is lovely for them. The yellows are coming straight down here, which is lovely for them. These greens are fucked. There's so many greens and so few houses, and this green business exists, and everything's bad. So I come home, hi. Oh, you're just gonna meow directly into the microphone and then run away? Okay. You're not gonna stand by your opinion at all? No, you're just gonna sit there and look cute at me. Well, you are very cute. You are very cute. Hi. Okay. So I come home, and I begin the long and arduous process of extricating myself from the damp, soggy coffin I've built around myself of wet sweatshirts. And I chuck things into the washing machine, and I finally sit my ass down on the couch to play another game of Madden. For having successfully done a thing, I will reward myself by playing a game. And then, not 10 seconds after I sit down, do I hear honk honk honk, honk 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 honk, honk honk, which is the universal signal for the snowplow is here. You need to move your fucking cars or else you'll be in trouble. And it's like, dude, one, all this needed is a laugh track and it would have been a goddamn sitcom moment. But two, what the fuck? It is already snowing and it is going to snow all afternoon. But okay. Everybody in the apartment complex scrabbles out of their homes. I throw back on half of my cold weather gear, and I trundle my fat ass out of the apartment, and I move my car, and I awkwardly park on the fucking street. Fucking street, by the way, is pristine. Good job, Town of Redacted. You did well. So I park on the street, and I march my ass back to the house, and I help a neighbor friend clear off his car, and I'm like, hey, I helped a person, I did a thing, good for me. And it's like, okay, later on in the day, after it's done snowing, I'll go, rescue my car from the street and bring it back or whatever. And the plow cleans the street, and everything's great, right? Wrong. 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 How could you be so wrong? You are so fucking wrong. Imagine just that Dr. Cox rant with the doorbell. That's how wrong you are in this moment if you think everything's going to work out fine for you. See, in addition to there still being a fucking snowstorm happening, there is, as frequently happens when fucking snowstorms happen, a fucking parking ban. It is illegal to park your vehicle on the street when there's a snowstorm because the fucking road people have to come and clean the fucking street, which is reasonable and logical. You fucking idiots. Why did you... So eventually, after a few hours, I hear a different honking. This is the angered honking of a police cruiser. There are multiple police vehicles present in my apartment complex who have gotten on their megaphones and are shouting, "If you are parked in the street, you will be ticketed. There is a parking ban. Honk, 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 honk." Yes, the town of redacted police came and took exception to the fucking plows, deciding, yeah, we'll just kick him out onto the street. It's not like they'll get in legal difficulty for that. Yeah, turns out we will, in fact, actually get in legal difficulty for that. Thanks a pant load, you shit fuckers. So we have to go move our fucking cars off of the street, back into the lot, again. And again, I say, this whole mess takes longer and more of my day than I wanted it to. And oh, by the way, the greens are dying. I'm sure that there is a better way to have done the greens over the course of this run. The greens are now dying. So now my car is back in my parking spot. I have probably permanently fucked my brakes because this has been an example of the people who do the snow plowing being dickbags. 1,149 commuters over 66 days feels like an okay score. It's top 20%. I'll take it. I beat Samurai Sam, which, holy shit, drop those GGs in the chat if you got them. And hey, there's a greater than usual chance that you got them because a bunch of y'all got gift subs in Final Subathon 7. Hooray! Oh, thank you to everybody who gifted in Final Subathon 7. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it immensely. Let us now wordle. It was, after all, Final Subathon. Oh my god! I swear to God, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay. That happened. Oh. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah. I don't know what to do with myself. I guess we can draw some connections in a second here. Yeah, that'll be a clip. So that's an example of the people who do my plowing being shitbags. Here's an example of me being stupid, right? So the plow guys are like, honk, 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 you gotta move your car. So I take my car, and my car is an aging sedan on probably bad tires that has a hole in where the left front bumper should be. So I'm kind of careful with my car, and it's not doing great in the slippery road on account of the presently ongoing snowstorm and all that. But I get my car into position on the other side of the street, outside of the condo complex, and I park on the downhill with the car in front of me, and there's a car that slips in behind me because everybody's leaving the fucking complex right now. And I get in the car and I put it in park, and I pull my emergency brake, and I get out and I trundle my ass back, right? And a couple hours later, the cops are like, "Get the fuck out of the street, losers." So I'm like, okay, and I go back to my car and I, clear it off again because it has in fact snowed a fair bit. And I get in my car and I put it in drive and I put it in reverse and I get out of the spot and I'm going down the road and I'm navigating through the parking lot back into the condo complex, and I'm like, man, this road condition is really bad. I'm not getting any real traction with my brakes here. I'm not going that fast, but I'm also finding it very difficult to stop. And I look down and I see the flashing yellow, slippery road indicator on my dash, and I also see the big red brake light, the brake alarm light. And I realize, oh shit, I'm driving with my parking brake on. Because I had put my parking brake in gear, and I never took my parking brake out. So I've just been driving these, 100 feet or so through the snow with my parking brake on. It's probably bad. So I come to a stop. I do manage to come to a complete and total stop, and I put my parking brake off, and I navigate my car back into the position, and the light is still on, and I can't get it to turn off. So yeah, that's probably bad. May or may not have just fucked the brakes on my car. That's probably fine. How much do brakes cost? A lot is the answer, but we don't have to think about that right now, I suppose. Anyway, here are some games you can play outside. Basketball, horseshoe. You can play horseshoes. Well, horseshoes is not the game. So, let's think about this. What is a connection that we can obviously make here? A stick, a pole, and a rod and a staff. These are all long, straight, bonky things. Yeah, these are long, straight, bonky things. Yeah, long, skinny objects. That's what I said. All right. So, you need a circle, a triangle. A tee, a basketball, a horseshoe, and a club. Some of these are actually, hold on. I think you might want to be more specific here. A tee, a club, a cart, and a hole are all... We love it if the New York Times used the phrase bonky things. Hey, a tee, a club, a cart, and a hole. These are all Golfcoutrement. So, Golfcoutrement, if you will. Which I will. I absolutely will. The title of this episode was going to be Alan Greenspawn, but now it's Golfcoutrement because, man, we are nothing if not search engine optimized. Trombone Dalek noted that a carrot, pumpkin, cart, and pitchfork could all be found on a farm. That's bonky things are making a comeback. Here's why that's a problem for Joe Biden. Millennials are killing the bonky thing industry. Here's why it's Joe Biden's fault. Okay. A basketball, a horseshoe. Do you throw a triangle? Not really. I thought these were like things you throw, but no. I don't think you throw goldfish either. That seems cruel. Then again, for a long time, I thought the game was talking about the goldfish. Yeah, I don't know why you would throw a triangle, but you would throw a basketball and a horseshoe, so. Well, let's see here. Pumpkin, carrot, and goldfish are things you can eat, but triangle is a type of, well, there are triangle sandwiches, but I feel like that's a stretch. Let's see here. Pitchfork is a hipster music site. Does that do anything? You can throw the pitchfork if you hate your neighboring farmer. That's true. Or if the torches have been unsuccessful in chasing off the person you and the rest of your angry mob are menacing, you could start throwing pitchforks at them. Let's see here. I mean, a basketball and a carrot and a goldfish and a pumpkin. Actually, those are all traditionally orange. Yeah? Yeah, things that are orange. Oh God. You could have put Nora on that connection. Anyway, so let's think for a minute or two. I mean, no, horseshoe isn't a basketball. Triangle is a basketball term. Let's find out the connection with circle, pitchfork, triangle, and horseshoe. Those are... I'm sorry. For those who missed the pop-up, or who missed it because there was the pop-up, let's close that. These are the oh god. Did I mention that I streamed for 15 consecutive hours this Saturday and my voice is a little shot? I apologize. These are the shapes of capital Greek letters, which, okay, all right, fine, sure. Yeah, that's a thing the New York Times expects you to, yeah, okay. Hey, listen, we got the connections in 4, and that's all that matters. Today, well, yesterday, is a nothing but teams version of the Immaculate Grid. Oh no. Oh no. We need Atlantans and Astros and Dodgers and Angels and Royals and Mariners. Oh my. Oh, sadly, Pedro Martinez played for the Dodgers, but none of these chuckle fucks. So, oh, which one of these are we going to use Zach Greinke for? Zach Greinke fits 4 of these squares. Let's just put him right in the middle. Center square goes to Zach Greinke, the Oprah Winfrey of baseball. Wait, no, the Whoopi Goldberg of baseball, because he's in the center square, you see. Anyway, ow. We need so many dudes. This is going to be so bad. Oh yes, there is that classic sitcom, Greinke in the middle. That's, yeah. Zach Greinke kind of looks like Frankie Muniz could play him in a movie, actually. Huh. How about that? We need... Oh, good God, where do you even start with this? We need an Atlantan who played for the Royals. That's, We need an Astro who was also an Angel. I'm sure there are some of those. Oh, jeez. It might be time to bang fuck it already. You know what? Nick Punto has big Royals energy. I bet you he found his way to Kansas City at some point. I'm wrong. I'm incorrect. Well, everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. I guess that makes sense that they wouldn't have had Nick Punto at any point. Well, shit, son. We've already fucked up. Let's fuck up. I think Carl Everett was an Astro. That feels correct. It is correct. Carl Everett. Carl Everett was an Astro, and more famously a Mariner. So he fits that square. I think Rick Aguilera fits this bottom right square. I might just totally be making that up. I am just totally making that up. Good job, Goog. Let's say Oral Hershiser was a Royal at some point, wasn't he? Nope. Brett Saberhagen was a Dodger at some point, wasn't he? Nope. Johnny Damon was a Dodger at some point, wasn't he? I know this one's wrong. We're just doing a bit now. Nope. Manny Ramirez was a Royal at some point, wasn't he? Wasn't he? Nope. Yeah. No. We're not doing well here. Sadly, Shohei Ohtani does not count yet for this top left corner, but we're gonna blow our last guess, reminding Angels fans that they did not sign Shohei Ohtani. What is this game? This game, there's a non-zero chance this is Valkyria Chronicles 4. Like, this could be. I don't think it is. Listen, all teams edition of the Immaculate Grid are mean. They're just mean. I don't think this actually is Valkyria Chronicles 4, but it looks almost enough like a scene I recently-ish saw in Valkyria Chronicles 4 that we're going to pretend it could be Valkyria Chronicles 4. Nope. This isn't Mass Effect Andromeda, is it? Not with that Metacritic score, it's not. So this is a generally well-regarded game that has this kind of place and also this kind of place. Huh. It does look like that kind of explory nonsense, though. Exclamation point, fuck it. This is Mass Effect Andromeda. No, it is not. It's got a... Hold on. Wait a second. Oh my god, I should have gone with the Guess the Dot game I always go with when I don't know the Guess the Dot game. This could be Far Cry 6. I don't know why I started making Far Cry 6 my go-to funny joke, but it's not. Okay. Well, this tells me that this is an MMO FPS, which is an interesting thing for a video game to be. Is this Destiny? Destiny's like a popular. No, okay. Originally released in 2012 on PC. MMO FPS. Is there like a Gears of War online? Is it just called like Gears Online or something? No, Metal Gear Online. I don't think that's right. I am so bad at Guess the Dot game, y'all. We might have to we might literally have to retire Guess the Dot game based on how bad I am. Gears of War is third person. Okay. Well, what's the game that inspired the Red versus Blue comics? Maybe it's that. Maybe this is just Halo. Yeah, it's Halo. Yes, Spartan Assault. Sure, it is, Sam. No, it actually isn't. This is by Rogue Planet Games. Okay. I don't think this is Valorant. Valorant is more character-based than this. This is Tom Clancy's. This is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell: What If Everybody Looked Like Samus edition. It's a very wordy title, though. I think they might have shortened it. This is Kill Strike Echo Squadron. Yeah. Yep, this is Kill Strain, actually. There we go. This is Kill Strain. Nope, it is Planet Side 2. Okay. Alrighty then. Hey, you know what? It's only like 7:37. Let's replay a previous day's version of Guess the Dot game. We're just gonna pick number 510 here, just for a randomish, recentish one. If we don't have anything approaching success with this one, it might be time to retire Guess the Dot game. I'm so bad at guessing the Dot game. For instance, I don't know what the fuck game this is. This looks like it could be part of a rope bridge, or also the bed of a pickup truck, or also a giant sword. This could be a building of some kind. This is evidently the sun. This is Hillside Mansion. Trombone Dalek enjoys watching the flailing. Okay. I mean, listen, if folks are enjoying the flailing, that changes my opinion. It's flailing more often than not. This is actually Hillside Mansion Apocalypse Simulator, which is a very long way of saying this is Far Cry 6. Clearly.
Trombone Dalek just cheered 1 bits. Keep Guess the Dot game, please.
Keep Guess the Dot game, please. Well, we do have 1 bit saying that we should. It is a team effort. The thing is, Sam doesn't know crap about PC-only stuff. I have technically monetized Guess the Dot game. You know what? With the general thisliness and also the general thatliness, is this Final Fantasy 15? It feels vaguely RPG. Sunflare Space thinks it's Mortal Kombat. Okay. I was just thinking that this character looked like they wouldn't be out of place in a Final Fantasy, but Come to think of it, this is less of a fancy regal gown and more of a corsety bodysuit type thing, because that right there is fishnets. So we're going to do two things with that information. Two, we're going to go with Sunny's suggestion and say that this is Mortal Kombat, I don't know, 7? This is Ultimate this is Mortal Kombat Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It is a Mortal Kombat game. It is not, however, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So, listen. We're getting close. It is Mortal Kombat 11, probably, or 10. It was originally for the PS5, so it's probably the most Mortal Kombat, which was... Oh, God, wait. There was a Mortal Kombat recently that was like Mortal Kombat 1. Listen, Trombone Dalek. Okay, if I just saw this right here, I wouldn't have identified it as fishnets. But with the combination of the this and the this part, it's not a stretch to say that this is like a one-piece bodysuit cover type thing, and this comes down here, and you got a butt right here, and this is a lady's hip, and this is, you know, a little... Shut up. I stand by my... Okay, so Mortal Kombat 1 is the most recent Mortal Kombat, which is the stupidest thing in the history of things. And I guess because we've monetized it now, we're going to guess the dot game further. Not now, actually, but in future. There will be more guessing of the dot game. Guessing of the dot game. I should have said that anyway. This has been... Oh, I'm tired. This has been Good Morning Mini Motorways. Thank y'all so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning Mini Motorways. And hey, tomorrow evening, assuming I'm not completely and totally wiped out, we're ostensibly supposed to start Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, right, there are other images. This shows an arm and a kick. Yeah, this is a person wearing baggy pants kicking a person. Seems mean. This is a pre-fight pose, or possibly a fighting pose in a statue. Trombone Dalek has redeemed a hydrate, which, listen, I promise I will do afterward. I don't have anything right now. Oh yeah, and if in case you didn't get it, they literally have the thing in the middle of the screen that's like, fight! So, it is indeed Mortal Kombat. We will indeed be back tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock Eastern. Until then, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.